Now, the Electricity Consumers Society of Kenya, or ECSK, says it is moving to court on Monday to block the implementation of new electricity prices that will, from next week, see a rise in power tariffs by up to 63%. Now, if the higher tariffs by Kenya Power are effected following the approval by the energy sector regulator, EPRA, 1.9 million customers could be knocked off from the lifeline band that currently assures them of the cheapest rate of power costs. Seth Olale with more reaction on the new electricity tariffs.
38-year-old Andrew Masiga, a barber from Kawangware, using his 22 years experience at his barber shop in Kenyatta Market to attend to his client using solar.
Itakuwa hasara sana ukiona unaongezewa bill na bado government naongeza bill yao pia. So unakuta mwananchi wa kawaida wa chini hataumia. It's better watu wa join solar too.
Masiga's next door neighbor, Peter Nawanga, aged 35, complains that the high monthly electricity bills is taking a toll of his 24-year-old barber shop.
Naona hata saa hii siwezi nikaona TV juu nimezima nipunguze hiyo gharama ya stima. Hata hapo nyuma ilikuwa bado iko juu. Juu unawekewa bill mpaka unaenda unashangaa ukiangalia unapata iko juu sana.
Few meters away, Donna Adhiambo, a restaurant vendor aged 23 from Kibera, was forced to abandon her chips business due to the prevailing high cost of electricity bills.
I have not connected that one, and I don't have chips here because the price of steamer, it's killing.
By the time we arrived at Philip Nzui's butchery, there was a power outage. The 48-year-old butcher lamenting how the ever-rising electricity bills is causing losses.
Sile vitu tunatumia hapa kama especially hii machine inakula pesa mingi sana na stima iko juu. So niko na minza na machine ya kukata mfupa. Freezer ni mbili. Sinatumia stima. Hiyo mahesabu ukifanya hakuna kitu mwenyewe anapata.
Na cost ya kurani biashara ikienda juu na hadi watu wanalia wanasema kwamba purchasing power yao iko chini, itakuwa ngumu sana watu kuendesha biashara.
The executive director of the Electricity Consumers Society of Kenya, Isaac Ndereba, told Citizen TV that it's moving to court on Monday to seek an injunction blocking the new tariffs from being effected next week.
And even when we've been told to table what and how that could have been possible, not to ensure that the cost of power would have gone up, we had already given our submission, which even had the formulas on how that can be achieved.
The new power tariff structure, approved by the Kenya Power to EPRA, means that at least 1.9 million customers would be knocked off from the lifeline band that currently assures them of the cheapest rate of power should the new tariffs come into force.
The alternative is doing the policing and changing the policies and registration that are going to govern the issue of electricity and energy in broad in this country. And
in January this year, President William Ruto stated that there would be no additional cost on electricity bills.
I want to assure the country that we removed subsidies in August. There will be no additional charges today or going into the future on electricity bills.
The newly approved tariffs will see Kenya Power net 177 billion shillings in revenues in the current 2022-2023 financial year, 18 billion lower compared to the 195 billion shillings the utility firm had targeted in its initial application to the regulator, EPRA. Consumers who are already burdened with the high cost of living on basic commodities such as food will from next month dig deeper into their pockets to foot monthly electricity bills announced by the regulator, EPRA. Seth Olale, Citizen TV, Kenyatta Market, Nairobi County.